The next item is a supplemental appropriation for field services contract to collect and reduce and dispose of vegetative debris in the amount of $3,600,000. Whoa, Larry, you want to talk just briefly about that?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. And this is a follow-up. You know, we were here 3 weeks ago before you asking for the initial supplemental appropriation, which was $3.5 million to get started in the debris removal. And since that time, based on the numbers we've seen, we're going to need that same amount again, basically. So tonight's item, we'll talk about $3.6 million, which brings our total to over $7 million in terms of what we're going to do. Just to give you a little bit of background, this is, as you are well aware, but I'm not sure that the people in our community are that aware of how mammoth this project is. And we're anticipating and hopeful, frankly, that we'll have a federal disaster declaration that could end up reimbursing cities with this expense for over 90% of our expenses. That's what happened to us in the 2015 ice storm. So we're hopeful that that will occur. We're hearing good things about that. Arbor Master is the contractor that's doing the debris collection. We've been very pleased with their efforts. In fact, we've had a lot of very positive comments from people in the community about their services. And just to give you an idea, in the 2015 Thanksgiving ice storm, the total amount of debris collected was roughly 150,000 cubic yards. Based on where we are now and what we've seen so far and what has been collected so far, we estimate that this time the collection will be about 600,000 cubic yards. That's hard to even, it's a mind-boggling amount. And so one of the things that when we issued our press release and announced that our door-to-door pickup would start on November 9th, the one thing that we had in bold print, we asked for everyone's patience during this lengthy process. We're starting to get a few people saying, well, it's been a while. And the answer to that is certainly true. It has been a while. But we're making good progress. Arbor Master is somewhat hopeful that they might be able to get close to finishing their first pass through the community by Christmas. But obviously no guarantees. If you see them, they're out all over the community. They're progressing just as we talked about from the west to the east. If you want to see where they are, there's a site on our website where you can track their progress. And we're not the only community doing this. Oklahoma City's having to do it, Midwest City, others as well. But anyway, we're very pleased to have that partnership with Arbor Masters, but that's where we are with that. It's going to cost more than double what we thought it would initially. So,
Well, I saw them on Bryant yesterday, or this weekend, I guess, Saturday.
And if you've seen those trucks, which most of you probably have, they are mammoth trucks as well. So they're getting after it. They're getting after it as quick as they can. But again, we need to continue to remind everyone to be patient because they've got a lot of trucks in here and they're even possibly looking at adding some more. But the process takes time. It just takes time, but we will definitely get to everybody. And our intent at the beginning was to do 2 passes through there, and I think that's still what we're looking at. So,
thank you very much.
It would be nice to know how many cubic yards are actually in the 2 trucks, and so people can get a visual of how many trucks it's going to take.
I'll bet Keith Stewart knows that. I'll see if I can get that, but because all I can say is it's a lot. But anyway, that's a good point. I'll see what we can do.
Larry, I just want to say thank you to you and the staff. One of the things that you all did was open up the park for people to drop their own. And I know that you guys were very liberal in allowing crews that were taking care of our stuff to come out there probably all day long. And you very easily could have said, well, that's probably not your stuff. But because it wasn't. It was other people's stuff that they were hauling for people. And I appreciate you guys allowing people to do that.
Appreciate that. We had
So-
a lot of good people working on that, too. We actually had a lot of positive comments
Yes.
from people that use that as well.
Well, I don't know about my colleagues, but I got nothing so far, knock on wood, I've gotten nothing but praise from the effort that you all put in.
Very
And I
good.
appreciate that.
Glad to hear that, and I think that'll continue. It just, there's a lot of work left,
Right.
that's for sure. So, thank you, appreciate that.
Thank you.
Any other questions, council? Anyone in the audience care to comment on this item? Very well. Item 13 is the approval of supplemental appropriations for field service in the amount of, for debris pickup in the amount of $3.6 million. Council, do I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second?
Second.
Please cast your vote, council. Thank you very much. That also passes 4-0.